What's happening YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bogdan and I come to you streaming from the couch. I no longer have the swivelly chair that makes me go... I've actually gotten complaints about that swiveling chair. I'm always twisting, pulling faces. Okay, I am on a couch. I'm very static and very boring. I hope you're happy. So basically me and my friend have effectively lived out of our cars for about a week, very hobo style. To give you advice, if you ever moving houses, you need to have a toothbrush with you at all times. This puppy saved my life on so many occasions, minutes before going into the classroom. Good morning class, today we're gonna do some extended media research and we're gonna focus on mainstream. Clothes are a different issue because you never get to unpack new clothes and I am down to literally my last clean clothes right now. This scarf isn't even mine, I found it in the lost and found box at work. Let's talk about houses versus flats because it's an ongoing debate. People have only one opinion, they never want to see the other one, and I thought it's a good time to address it. First of all, let's go through the main three issues that you find in a house, but then when you have them in a flat, they are only half as bad. Fleas. Man, if you live in a house with a garden and you don't have animals, or if you do, either way you are going to get a mega ton of fleas. But you don't get this in a flat. At worst you can get ants, maybe termites that honestly no one really gives a shit about, so it's fine. Slugs and snails and disgusting slimy creatures coming from your garden into the house, but in a flat you only get the lonely household bug. Rats, which you get in a house with a garden, but if you live in a flat you only get the random lonely mouse who's eventually gonna leave if you ignore him long enough. Let's talk about storage. A house has sheds in which you can put stuff that you've long forgotten about. Things that are unnecessary, such as a pimp stick of all things that comes together with a bunch of other accessories. A flat has enough storage. I mean, you can't really see the room right now, but it's really massive. Take this moment actually to throw away all the stuff that you don't need, but that's really not gonna happen because you love your pointless shit. Neighbors. This is one of my favorite topics, honestly. I've lived in that house for 3 years, and in all that time, the closest I've gotten to meeting my next door neighbor was when the storms hit and there was no fence between us. His dog kept coming in my garden and taking his shit literally everywhere, like fucking minefields. You couldn't even walk through the garden properly. Mikey, your dog's taking a shit in my garden again. Good boy. House, you're very limited to just the things that you're familiar with. See the same kind of people walking the same dogs that want to jump at you every time they see you, which kind of drives the bored neighbors crazy because they have nothing better to do than to sit outside the window and take notes of what time you came home and what time you've left, and then confront you in the morning asking you, where have you been all night? Leave me alone, old man. Where I go at night is none of your business. That is not a problem when living in a flat because no old man in his right mind is gonna go up an immense flight of stairs just to knock on your door and tell you the So this has been all from me, people on YouTube. I hope I've kept you a tiny bit entertained on this week's video. Remember to hashtag houses versus flats and hashtag BogdanCorrelX. Stay curious, stay in touch, subscribe to my channel, like all my Facebook pages, which also you can find in the comments down below. I'm gonna leave you with the wishings of a very epic week ahead of you as always, and stay tuned. Laters!